clearly to the Constitution and urging the CRA that even as they are giving this allocation, they focus on the 14 counties and follow the Constitution. If we want to follow the Constitution, then we look at Article 204 of the Constitution, but I think Article 204 basically sets the Equalization Fund. I don't want to concentrate too much on that. I want to go to the definition of marginalization. And we have marginalized, the Constitution defines marginalized community and marginalized group. And I think many of us are misreading the Constitution when we only read a part of it that describes population. And it says under A, for marginalized community means a community that because of its relatively small population or for any other reason, I think we are not underlining any other reason, has been unable to fully participate in the integrated social and economic life of Kenya as a whole. B, a traditional community that out of a need or desire to preserve its unique culture and identity from assimilation has remained outside the integrated social and economic life of Kenya as a whole. So we are talking about the minority communities and I would put Maasai maybe there, or indigenous community under C, and then D, pastoral persons and communities, whether they are nomadic or a settled community that because of its relative geographical isolation has experienced only marginal participation in the integrated social and economic life of Kenya as a whole. Madam Speaker, when we go through when we pick the 14 counties, which is not constitutional, then we are actually further marginalizing areas that have been marginalized. Madam Speaker, I sat in the Parliamentary Select Committee, so I have the legislative history. And I know that when we are discussing this, Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta, who is the president of the country, and Martha Karua, when we came to this and I was complaining about areas in my constituency called Remba Island, Ringiti Island, Sikri Island, and Sukru Islands, Madam Speaker, they told us that when the Katiba passes, that what they are going, and Honorable Member was there, so he can prove. He told me, and I remember the Honorable President telling me at that time, that when the bill passes, we will get boats if boats is what you have. As we are speaking several years after the Constitution, there are no boats to Remba Island, Ringiti Island, and the first ever school that was built in Sukru Island since the advent of man on earth was done by me. The school only has one class, and I'm hopefully going to do many other classes. Madam Speaker, I do not know what you can consider marginalization if in this era and time you still have islands without schools. If you still have areas, if I go to Mfangano Island on the plateau, Madam Speaker, I remember some people one day when I put a photo of when I was traveling up the plateau on a motorbike, and then somebody was saying, but Honorable Member, why are you not wearing a helmet? Those are luxury that people in Nairobi can talk about helmets. In my area, even that affording that motorbike is a luxury. In most of my areas, I think as members we need to go visit each other's constituencies so we understand when we are talking about marginalization. When I go up the plateau, I walk for more than 1 hour because there are areas you reach and you can't even use a motorbike, Madam Speaker. I went to a place called Mawanga Beach Primary School. They do not even have a class. The teacher stays, the staff room is also the house of the teacher, and it's class 1, 2, and 3 in one school. Why? Because even the money I'm given with CDF is not enough to deal with the classrooms that I have in Mbita constituency, or right now Suba North constituencies. So I would support areas that are marginalized, like Mandera and Garissa, but we must take into cognizance that there are other areas in the country that have also been marginalized, like my constituency. And unless we are talking about issues that are pertinent and touch our life, we don't want to go the way Madam Speaker, I've just come back from Rwanda and Germany. And I said this at the funeral service of my good friend and colleague, Honorable Grace Kipchoim, that I want to thank this country and even the president yesterday for what he talked about and the handshake and the apology that he gave to this country. But unless as a leadership we are genuine and honest and address the issues that actually touch this country, then we will one day go the Rwanda way. Let us stop playing politics with this country. Let us be genuine about the things that touch Kenya. A lot of people have been telling me, why am I quiet? When you see me quiet, it is because there are things that are touching me at a very personal level. Madam Speaker, I am a politician, yes, but I am also a human being. I am a woman. I am a human. And Madam Speaker, I want to say...
Honorable Millie, just a moment, there is an intervention by the Leader of Majority. Order.
Chair, Honorable Millie said there are some things which have touched her that makes her to go quiet for some time. Can she have the pleasure of sharing with this House so that we can help her in those issues that have touched her?
Order. As long as the issue
yes,
is not
Madam
legislative,
Speaker.
Honorable Leader of Majority, you can meet Millie Odhiambo outside and she can explain to you. If they are not a legislative.
Yes, Madam Speaker.
But if they are legislative or anything that you think.
Madam Speaker, I don't have a problem sharing.
Unless you want to share with them.
No, I don't have a problem sharing. I have my own personal issues, which are not the ones that are ahead. Like I have a brother who is sick. But that is not what is touching me. What is touching me is when I remember a little boy who was shot dead in this country. What touches me is when I remember people who are shot in front of me in this country. Madam Speaker, if we don't take action as a country, we are going to take this country a wrong direction. So, Madam Speaker, the majority leader has asked me, what has made me quiet? That is what has made me quiet. As a country, we need to be serious. Let us stop playing politics. And if there are issues of equalization, if there are issues of equalization that are making people feel bad in this country, then we must address them. We cannot have 5 years, every 5 years, every cycle of 5 years, coming here and saying people died. Let's get on, let's move on. We are tired of talking about moving on. We must address this country and play politics that my friend Grace Kipchoge played. When I first met her, I met her when we were on a platform of ODM. She came as a member of URP, and she campaigned on the same platform with us in Baringo South. Why can't we do that kind of politics in this country? I am tired as Millie Odhiambo, maybe not as the MP from Beta, but as of a human being, Millie Odhiambo, I am